Hello, everybody, and how are you all doing today? It is Rusty Champagne, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. We are back here once again in Factory Town Idle, and we are going to hop right in here today, trying to get ourselves up to level 20 in the forest, so that way we can make our move on to the mountains. So when we last left off, we were getting close. We're about 40% of the way through level 18. So we're going to go here, get our quest coins for the day, and we're going to kind of take a look and see exactly where we're standing here. So when we were here last, we were working on getting our fulfillment up to as close to 100% as we could. And right now we're sitting at 79%. And if we kind of take a look at the areas where our fulfillment is short, we are currently short in gears and iron wheels, steel glass panes, and steam pipes, and those are all things that are just missing because of research. So if we kind of take a look at our research, so we're researching gourmet kitchens, and we were researching laboratories. Oh, so then we have to research intermediate logistics, which means that we need our industrial knowledge tomes. And for the industrial knowledge tomes, we need to start getting those made, which was at our laboratories that we just got. So let's get our laboratories up and running. So let's get these laboratories built, and then we will get our industrial knowledge tomes up and running at the same time. So we got the automatic assignment turned on for those, and we will start getting those built slowly but surely here. And then we're going to get some of these tomes also sold, just enough to clear our demand here, because the rest of them we're going to have going into our research. So we're going to then go to our research, and we are going to research intermediate logistics. So we're going to turn that on. So that's going to take about 16 minutes to go. I might end up speeding things up here, just depending on how we're doing on all of our different fulfillment. If there's anything left that we can't fulfill because we're just waiting on research, then we'll speed things up. But we do also have gourmet kitchens going here, which we'll have done in about 2.5 minutes. And that's going to then give us the jams that we were trying to make yesterday. The pear jam, the berry jam. So that will be also something that we can look at. We also need quartz in order to get the glass for the glass making. So we're going to go here. We're going to assign a little bit of research to quartz and get that rolling. That won't be any issue at all. So now we got 3 different things being researched, and it'll take about 15 minutes for the longest one to get finished up. So now if we kind of go back, well, first we're going to take a look here in the laboratories. We can get some production capacity, which will always be good. 510,000, and we have 2.5 million red coins. So let's do that. So now if we go back to our fulfillment again, scroll down. So the gears and iron wheels need the machinery, and I don't know where we stand on the machinery. I think that is, oh yeah, that's after the intermediate logistics. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand there. So there's quartz. We've got quartz taken care of. So now we can get quartz made. So in order to get the quartz made, I think that's at the general, is that just at the workshop? Let's take a look. Let's get the markets turned off, and now let's take a look at quartz again. Oh, that's at the stonemason. That's right. So we got plenty of stonemason capacity. So we're going to just throw this all into quartz, which is probably going to eat into our stone, but I think that's okay because we'll get that quartz made real quick. So we are going to then. So we don't actually sell quartz. I thought that we did, or do we? No. So we don't actually sell quartz. So quartz just goes straight into glass. Okay, so now that we've got quartz being made, we can go back to our research and we can research glass making, which that should happen pretty quickly. So now we'll get the glass making research done. And now we're about 30 seconds away from the gourmet kitchens. And so then we'll be able to make our jams and just our jams, basically. Those are the things that we were waiting on getting done, because we got the pear jam and we have the berry jam that we were looking to get made. So hopefully we'll be able to get those finished up here without any issue. 10 more seconds on this research. It's always the final 10 seconds that take the longest, especially when you're watching it finish. Okay, so then we've got that finished. Let's see, what else can we get researching right now? Is there something else that we can get researching that will be useful at this moment in time. I'm kind of looking and I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to just put some into some of these lower end researches just because I can, and then we'll start working on those jams. So pear and berries cultivation, why not? Okay, so now we are going to go back to the gourmet kitchen because now we can actually make pear jam and berry jam, and we can make berry cakes, which are the only things that we're actually going to make here in Allerton, because everything else that we have at the gourmet kitchen is actually coming from imports and exports. And when we start making this, we're then going to have to start upping our sugar imports because we're going to be eating into the amount of sugar that we're going to be using refined sugar to actually make products, so we're going to have to import more refined sugar in order to do that. Yeah, we've run our, oh, that's the iron ore that we were out of last time, so we'll have to see if we can fix that up as well. So we're going to build, let's see, I'll build 6 gourmet kitchens, because I'm going to have 2 going for pear jam, 2 for berry jam, and 2 for berry cakes, because that will hopefully be enough to take care of the demand that we have for these things. Probably not, because these guys love their pears and berries. Oh, okay, so that's only 2.5, so that'll be okay. So we'll put 2 production or 2 market capacity into gourmet foods, and these 2 will eventually catch up with each other, and that'll be fine. So then we're going to go to berry jam, do the same thing here. They also want 2.5 of that, so we'll be fine there. We'll be temporarily out, but it'll catch up as the speed on the berry jam and pear jam production gets up to full. I am going to have to take a look here at refined sugar because we are eating into our refined sugar again. So how much more is it going to take for that to turn positive? Oh, now I need more trading posts. So at this point, okay, so they just take a lot of coins, so it's not using anything else. Production capacity. Oh yeah, I definitely want production capacity. So 2.6 million to basically double our production capacity, or not double, but add a lot to our production capacity here. I should have done that one first. Okay, so now we've got refined sugar turned back to the positive, but now we have to fix our exports of it. So now we have to go back to Hannibal. So if I can click this, can I go to Hannibal from here? No, I was hoping I could. So off to Hannibal we go, and we're going to start exporting more refined sugar. So now we're back to even there. And I wonder at some point, we're going to start running out of sugar, to be able to keep exporting it. I don't know what point that's going to be, but I figure at some point that's going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So I'm more than happy for that. So that's good. Now we got the same issue here with berry cakes, because now we're going to have to import. Wow, that takes cakes and apple jam. My goodness, the things you need in order to make a berry cake. So we do have to get more refined sugar here. So let's see. I'm just going to bump this up to about 22.5, and then we're going to go back to Hannibal, and we're going to start importing that same amount. We're going to import. So now we got a little bit bonus for importing. I'll actually export. I'll export a little bit more, so that way we've got more room to import more as we need it. So we should be in good shape. So we shouldn't be going back negative here. So especially because we'll get filled up on pear jam and berry jam eventually, and then everything should settle down. It may take a bit for that to happen, but we'll keep an eye on all that. So now we need to fix our cake and our apple jam imports. So for cake, we're going to have to import a couple more there. We'll import a little bit more than that because we're going to eventually need more as we make more and more berry cakes, and this gets higher and higher. And we got to do the same thing with apple jam here. We're hardly importing any of that at all. So we're going to bump that up a few notches. And then we have to then go to Champagne, where that's being exported. And we're going to bump that up a few notches. So now out of we were out of trading posts there, but we have 6.5 million for production capacity, and we have a 166 million coins here. So I think we can afford that. And we would need 5 more trading posts in order to get the next level. So now we are exporting more of that than we're importing. All is well there. Back to Allerton again. So now we are now making a few more berry cakes. It's going to be a bit before we're making enough. I'm going to probably have to make a few more gourmet kitchens. So I'll just make another 4, so that way we have 10, and we can then get whatever the upgrade is there, assuming we can afford it. Nope, doesn't look like we can. Oh yeah, 510,000 blue coins for production capacity. So that will not be happening, but we can now put the final 4 into here, which will actually, I'm going to put just a couple into there, and then that'll be fine. So, and I might just so that way I can have all those turned on. So when I say turn on, I mean turn on the automatic assignment, because I realize I keep on saying turning them on, but they're already turned on per se by me putting in production capacity. But having them turned on in terms of automatic assignment is what I mean when I keep saying that, because I realize that can be a bit confusing when I just keep saying turn them on. Well, Rusty, they're already turned on. So what are you talking about here? Okay, so now we've got all the capacity assigned. But now we do have to start importing more refined sugar and cake and apple jam. So we got to fix this even more. So this is could end up becoming an issue. And again, we're eating into more and more refined sugar just because we keep on, the speed of these productions keeps on increasing. So because the speed of the productions keeps increasing, then the use of refined sugar keeps increasing as well. So once again, back to Hannibal, and we're going to start exporting even more refined sugar. And we're going to, again, bump that up, just get that so we got more of a cushion there. And then I think we got to do the cakes and apple jams again. So those are back here in Champagne, so we got to export more cakes. So actually, we're fine with cakes, but I'm still going to push it up a little bit more. Same thing with apple jam. So if we go to here, berry cakes, and go to apple jam, we're going to start exporting a little bit more of that as well. So that way we've got cushion for importing it here in Allerton. So yeah, because we're running out of apple jam here in a hurry. So, okay, so that should help turn that around a bit. And then we got to do the same thing with cakes. So we're going to get more cakes imported. And now I'm going to import a little bit more because, again, we're going to slowly but surely make more and more cakes here. And when we get to the point where we're finally full on berry cakes, then everything will stabilize. But it's just getting us to that point. And then our stores of apple jam will once again replenish, and everything will be fine. But it's just a matter of actually getting there. Meanwhile, research-wise, we got our pear cultivation done. We got our berries cultivation done. Those were quick. Glass making, we've got that done, so we can make glass panes. We can do a few more quick ones here. The well will take literally 8 seconds. It'll take me as long to click buttons as it will for that to get done. We can do chutes. So the well is done, so that would give us water springs in case we needed them. We can do barrels, just doing a bunch of little ones here, and we'll just kind of let those ride. And now we're going to go back into our, so once again, we're eating into refined sugar. And the question just is going to become, how much more are we going to need? So I'm going to keep an eye on this, because we may not need to put more into refined sugar. We may fill up on the things that we're making, and then it may not matter that we are running a deficit in refined sugar, because if these stores fill, then we'll start getting more and more refined sugar. But we are out of apple jam. So that means that we are going to have to start importing even more apple jam. So we're going to do that. We're going to import all kinds of apple jam. And now we have to go back to Champagne and start exporting more of it. It's the constant dance of the imports and exports. So there we go. More of that is occurring, but now that's impacting refined sugar here in Champagne because now we've finally turned the wrong direction here on because Champagne's importing all of its refined sugar from Hannibal as well. So now that means that now we have to go back to Hannibal and fix it here. Now this is where the automatic assignment might actually fix all this. There's a possibility that it can. I really don't know. I've not tried it, and I might try it in like my own game that I don't stream and see how that actually works because that could take care of a lot of this balancing itself. I've just never tried it out to see what would actually happen here because it feels like it could be scary if I did that. So well, I might try that and report back on the results, but for now we're just going to continue to do it manually. All right, we're just about level 19 here. We're about 40 seconds away from being at level 19. Got a few more little researches done. Got the barrels, herb cultivation, shoots. So those are some little ones. The shoots I know are good because the shoots are going to increase what do they increase again? Oh, that's not what I want. I just want the information. All the harvesting speeds. So let's build a few shoots. And I feel like I should build a few caravans, but the caravans are going to increase all of our trading post speeds. But then I'm going to have to adjust a whole bunch of trading post speeds because we're going to be importing a lot more, which is going to throw things off. So I'm just going to hold off on that for now. 1 hour to level 20. We're not going to have to worry about going 1 hour to get to level 20. We'll speed things up if we need to. Level 19 has been achieved. We got all the purple diamonds, more land, more coins. So we got 110 purple diamonds again. Not going to worry too much about those right now. We're going to get research speed up for 2.6 million, so that's going to make that research a little bit faster. On the so what are we researching there? The intermediate logistics. So that's going to be done in about 40 seconds. And then all of this is basically just so we can get the things that we need to get the fulfillment up to 100%. So it's not even that critical because we don't have anything here that's like a critical piece of research to continue progressing things in Allerton. Oh, and we'll get research speed again. It's going to be 8.1 million coins, but we got 8.7 million, and I don't know what else we're going to use them for. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So now our research is going to be a lot quicker here. And this is down to 3 seconds, and then this will be done. All right, so that's done, and now that should open up machinery. So we're going to research machinery, but in order to research machinery, we need the water wheel first. So we'll get that going, and no, that's going to be bad because that's going to eat into our iron ingots that we don't really have. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll just let that ride and see what happens. So now back to our fulfillment because we keep on hopping back here. So now that we're level 19, we got some other things that we need to kind of give a little nudge again. And again, this is something where if I did the automatic assignment on the markets, it could do the same thing there. And again, it's just a matter of what would it do other than that. So I'm a little bit leery on that. And maybe I have no reason to be. But we're just going to kind of give these things a nudge. I actually have that turned on for wood wheels, and I don't know why. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, we're going to turn that off because I don't know why it's on. All these other ones are going to get a nudge. So yeah, general knowledge tomes. We're once again out of general knowledge tomes. So that one I'm going to probably have to take a look at again. All these other ones, little poke, little nudge, all the nudges. So that has once again impacted shirts, pants, and cloaks in terms of what we are importing. So we have to do a little bit more importing on these, which means that we're going to have to fix the exports. Oh, so much dancing. Same thing with pants. We're going to have to import more of these. And I'm actually going to knock that one more up And then we're going to go to the cloaks, do the same thing here, and start importing more of that. So then now we have to go back to, that's all in Champagne, because that's where those are all being exported. Get our exports going on those. So that's going to be the cloaks. And then we have to do the same thing with the shirts. And then the same thing with the pants. And get all those exported more. Okay. So now those are once again in balance. Everything is good. So now back to Allerton again. And then we're going to go back to research, back to fulfillment again. Slide back down. So those are all the ones we know about. Industrial Knowledge Tome 2, that is going to be a research. So if we go there, we need to research the Industrial Knowledge Tome 2. Can we research that? We apparently can't. I wonder if I need water wheels for that. Oh, this is troublesome right here because we're out of iron ingots. I'm going to let that keep running, and I'm going to look and see what else that we possibly can add to our fulfillment here. Right now, it's going to be all these things in gourmet foods. We need more gourmet food stores. So let's get a few more of those built. And we're going to get these all kind of bumped up a little bit. And that will get our fulfillment a little bit higher. And then the question becomes, what all is that going to break? So the things that we're importing there, so we've got cheese, fish stew, sandwiches, and apple pie. So we need to import more of those. So we got cheese, we got fish stew, and then we've got the sandwiches, and then we got the apple pies. So all of those, now we're importing more of those, which means that now we have to fix all of those. So back to Champagne we go, and that's where we have the apple pies, and we have the cheese here. And then the fish stew was at Hannibal. And what was the other one? So if we kind of look here, what was the other one that we did? Oh gosh, memory is such a bad thing to lose. All right, so we're going to go to Hannibal, and we're going to take a look here. So fish stew, we do have that one. We definitely have to do. Oh, sandwiches. That's right. Now I remember, with sandwiches, which I believe we are exporting out of Champagne. So back to Champagne we go. All the bouncing. Okay, so all right, that was not the one I wanted to click. Sandwiches. Yeah, we are doing sandwiches here. So 1,800 experience per sandwich. Wow, that's a lot of experience for a sandwich. Okay, so sandwiches. Get those exported. Okay, so everything's good there. All right. Once again, back to Allerton as we continue bouncing around. So yeah, we're at 363,000 experience per second, and we're down to 44 minutes. And again, we won't take 44 minutes to do that. I promise it won't be 44 minutes to get that one done, because we should be able to keep on pumping that number up a bit as we go here. So, or we should be able to keep on pumping up our experience per second as we continue to go here. So 85%, and everything. So we're just at the, so now let's take a look at everything with our ingots. So what's going on with the ingots? So our ingots are short just because we are, is it just because we need more forges? So we can get more forge production capacity for 51,000 coins, and that might help. Yes, so that's going to help for sure. So yeah, now we're starting making ingots again. So I think that might be all we needed to do to turn that around. What else are we making at the forge? We're also making nails. Okay, so nails are being made. Nails are going to fill, which is then going to then turn that capacity back over to the ingots. The ingots are going to fill. It's going to run us out of iron ore, and we're also out of iron ore deposits. And is there anything at all that we can do for the iron ore deposits at this point? Oh, we do have an upgrade here. Iron ore prospecting speed for 77,000. Um, and then we would need level 60 to get to the next one. And mine production capacity we can't do because that's 2.6 million coins. But that might help. It doesn't seem to be. The only other thing I can do as a town perk is I can increase prospecting speed and give that a couple bumps, give that 3 bumps, which will help to get prospecting speed a whole lot faster here. So that helps here. But whether or not that's going to be enough, I don't know. So we're harvesting at 200 per second, and that's because of, yeah, prospecting speed is giving us a basically a 500% multiplier at this point. So if we go back here and look at this again, there are 400% multiplier for prospecting speed, but it's still not enough. So yeah, we're doing the best that we can, and that's about all we can ask at this point until everything fills back up again. Because once our iron ore fills back up, then our iron ore deposits will fill back up. So we're going to see that here in just a minute. So our iron ore is full. So now our iron ore deposits are going to start filling back up, and everything will get back into a good state. 37 minutes we're down to now. 84% fulfillment. Going to go through here again. Refined sugar is now actually a little bit low, so we've run ourselves out of refined sugar. So all we can do is keep on importing more and more refined sugar. So we're going to bump that up to 30, and then we're going to go back to Hannibal again, and we're going to start exporting even more. Yeah, that's about where we are when it comes to refined sugar. So until we get to a point where we can't refine any more sugar in Hannibal, we're just going to keep going there. And I can only imagine what that's going to be like when we have 8 biomes happening with all of them wanting products that come from other places. That's when things are going to probably start getting really, really sketchy. But for right now, that's just kind of where it is at this point. So 86% back to here. And, oh, that's Hannibal. That's not what I want. Allerton. This is what I want. So 85% here. And scrolling down again. So the gears and the iron wheels, that is at, so the water wheels are going, and then the water wheels are going to give us the power that we need. So we can't do anything with that until we have the water wheels done. So we're going to let that run. Steel, glass panes. I think we can actually start making glass panes now. Yeah, that's at the forge. So we can turn on glass panes, which, again, that's going to completely deplete our quartz, and that's fine because we'll eventually fill up on glass panes and we'll be okay. So, because we don't need to sell that many glass panes, but we need to make enough to fill our capacity up. So we're going to get those sold, and that's going to bump us up a little bit more. So we're up to 433,000 a second and down to 32 minutes. So that's getting better and better. So yeah, we've run out of quartz, which is okay because we're also going to fill up on glass panes here momentarily, and then we'll fill back up on quartz and everything will be fine. But that's going to take a little bit of time for that to get there. Once again, back down we go. Steel and steam pipes. So steel is going to be a research. Steam pipes are going to be a research, and the steam pipes need the machine shop, and I believe the machine shop needs the machinery. Yeah. So that all kind of hangs on that. So we're going to get the water wheels done. That's going to give us power. And then we can turn that power into the machinery. So now we have water wheels. So we're going to get the water wheels up and going. That should be up here near the top. Nope, actually it's down here by where the furnaces are. Okay, so let's get a bunch of water wheels going. Shouldn't be any issue there with getting 10 of those online. So that's, oh yeah, and these generate a ton of power. That's right. The amount of power that these things generate is just kind of, it's kind of funny. But at the same time, we need it for the research, so that's good. So now, upgrades isn't what I wanted. I'll look at that in a minute. I wanted to get machinery going. So we'll do that. That's going to only take a few minutes. We may run out of iron ingots again, but we're just going to keep playing that game. That's about all I can do. Um, we might be okay, but we might not. We'll see how that goes. Iron is just we are using so much iron here to get all this stuff done, but that's all right. That's why we have it. So we're already full on power. If we look here, water wheel effectiveness for 13,000. Yeah, let's do that. Um, if we go here to upgrades, let's see, upgrade efficiency for 5.1 million, which will make all the other ones cheaper. Yeah, we'll do that. Some more construction efficiency. I mean, why not? Make our building costs decrease a little bit more quickly. Prospecting strength, yeah, for sure, for 2,000 coins, yeah. Copper ore harvesting for 41,000, gold ore for 4,100, and then for 41,000, and then some pears for 41,000, and bears for bears. Bear harvesting, berries harvesting for 14,000, silver ore for 4,100. So all those harvesting, just getting a harvesting of all those things a lot quicker, basically. So every one of them increases the harvesting speed by 100%. So that's pretty nice. Now we can get our harvesting strength also, so that gives us speed boosts in harvesting of 20% per level. So we'll do that. We'll do the same thing with cultivation. So that's going to make our cultivation go quicker. Um, Upgrade efficiency again would be 41 million, which we don't have. So we're not going to do that. Oh, study production capacity for 10,000. I love those little ones. That's kind of good. All right, so I think we're good there. Up to 450,000 a second, and we're bouncing around 30 minutes until we get to level 20. And then we will have the next biome unlocked. So let's see, back here again. Research on machinery is just about done. We got one more minute there, and then we can start making a few of the other things that we need to make. If we take a look here again and see what we have. So that's going to allow us to make gears and iron wheels. Steel and steam pipes we can't make yet. Industrial Knowledge Tome 2. I think we can research that now. I'm pretty sure we can. Or is that... What does that take? I thought I could make those. So let's see. If we go up to... let's get out of here and go up to the bookstore. Where's our bookstore? Again, I'm doing this the very, very slow way. Okay, Industrial Knowledge Tome 2. There it is, which is Research Industrial Knowledge Tome 2. Oh, we need the machinery and the steam pipe. So we're a ways away from that. That's fine. No problem. Cakes. All right, so cakes, we've run out of cakes. So that means we need to import more cakes. Oh, because we're trying to make enough berry cakes. All right, so let's import more cakes. Got to import a bunch more cakes. So we're going to go all the way up to there. And then we're going to go to Champagne, export some more cakes. All right, so now we're exporting more cakes and we're good there. And I see that we're at level 21 in Champagne, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll click that another time. Research machinery is done here. So now we can make iron wheels and gears. We can research the steam pipe, which we're going to immediately start researching that, because then that will give us the ability to make the advanced tome, or the industrial tome 2s, which we need. And now once again we're short on sugar and we're short on apple jam. I'm actually going to knock this down a level because we just don't need to be making... We're eventually going to fill up on berry cakes, and we already did. Perfect. So now everything with cakes and everything with apple jam should then fill back up again. So now we've reached that point of stability on all that, which is what I've been trying to get for what feels like some time now. But now we finally have it. So we're good there. We have slowed back down to 403,000 per second, I think because all these productions finally completed and have... Now we don't have to produce all that stuff anymore. So now we're going to go up here. We're going to look at the... so that's the machine shop. So we have to build a machine shop, I believe, now. Yeah, machine shops. So we got to get some machine shops built. So let's build some of those. We can build 10 of these. We're out of workers. So we're going to go up here and we're going to build 5 houses. And then if we needed more houses, we'd be able to do it because we have glass available. We have the upgrade already for workers per house. That's dirt cheap, 200,000 yellow coins. So now we once again have all the workers we need. We have 125 workers, similar to where we were in Hannibal, similar to where we were in Champaign. It all looks very familiar. So now back down to the machine shops that we're making. So we need one more machine shop. I'm just going to turn these on, 5 and 5, and then turn the automatic assignment on. I could have done it the other way. It's just, yeah, I probably should have done it the other way. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see, production capacity for 10 machine shops, so that would double our production capacity. That's worth 200,000, I would say. So yeah, like here it put it at 12 and 8. I'm not sure why, but it did. So iron wheels and gears. So we can get iron wheels sold. We're going to need some more hardware stores in order to do that. So let's get some more hardware stores built. Those aren't really much of anything to do. So now we can start selling some iron wheels. And we can then go back to our machine shops, go to our gears, and we'll start selling some gears. Okay, so that's pushing us back up a bit. So we seem to be stuck on 86%. Oh, it's because now all these other things have kind of shifted back down. So let's get a little bit more of each of these sold. So all the nudging. Okay. I should have just throttled a bunch of these up. And I might actually, we'll see how we're going. I might actually throttle some more of these up higher than that, just depending on how close we're getting to complete fulfillment. I might not have to worry about that, but we're going to see. So now we got all these things that we're importing and exporting again that are a little bit askew. We're actually, now we got to put some in things like refined planks and stone and fertilizer, animal feed, fish food. So all these ones that have gone green, we're now going to once again turn blue, and that should help us out with our experience as well. So poultices, wow, we haven't actually touched those in a while too. So then the only thing that we have left is the jewelry store, which I don't think we can actually do because we don't have gem jewelry. And I'm not going to worry that much because we don't, we'd have to start making copper rings, and I don't even know what we need to make copper rings. Oh, I guess we can just, we can just make those. Because we can make those at the jeweler, that thing, that building, the jeweler. So let's see. What all can we make at the jeweler? What do we have the ability to make? Well, we can make polished stones. Let's make 5 more jewelers. So I guess we can make all these things. Yeah. So it's just there are some things at the jewelry store that we can't sell, is what it comes down to. So this is eating into all of our refined stone bricks, just making these buildings. So now we're going to be back fine there. So let's do, we'll do 2 of each of these. Why not? And then we'll turn all those on. And then I'll actually do, okay, so then this will give us production capacity for 200,000 blue coins. Definitely. And then we'll do, all right, so then it put those right into silver chains. So I'm going to turn on gold crowns as well, and we're going to build 5 more of these. No, or can we? I think we can. It's going to eat, we're going to lose all of our refined stone bricks doing that, so I'm going to have to stop at 12. Because we might actually need more refined stone bricks. Do we need more stonemasons? Yeah, we're going to probably need more stonemasons because those are all going full bore. So let's get a few more stonemasons going. We can get 10 of those because that's easy. Those are like no materials at all to make stonemasons. Okay, so then those will be running. And we can probably get an upgrade for that. Yeah. That's 82,000 coins for production capacity, which will then immediately go into stone bricks and refined stone bricks. So that should get that fixed, which should fix our get our polished stones fixed. We've actually already made all the polished stones we need to make. We've actually made all of the things there that we need to make. So we're already full on all of those. So let's get to the jewelry store and let's get all of these things sold. So we got to get a bunch of jewelry stores. So let's get some jewelry stores going. Let's start getting these things sold. And we'll get a market capacity upgrade for 20,000, which will double our market capacity in those. And that's going to slow down again because of the refined stone bricks, but that's fine. Okay, so gold rings, silver chains, and I think gold crowns. Did we make gold crowns? Yeah, we did. So there's all that. We got a market fulfillment score of 400. Is that just here? Oh, it is. Wow, how about that? That's the first time we ever did that. So now we're at 95%, and now we're at 518,000 a second, and we're at 17 minutes to go. This one, again, this is the one we can't make because we don't have gem jewelry. So we're not going to be able to do anything with that. So we're going to take a look across the board on our fulfillment. Is there anything left that we can fulfill? We would have to make steel. We would have to research steel in order to get that. We would have to research, well, we are researching steam pipes to get that. So we'll have that one done. Gold ingots we ran out of gold ingots because we ran out of gold ore deposits, and that's because of the gem mines. So we're going to eventually run out of gem mines here, and that's fine because we're going to be eventually leaving Allerton and moving on to the next area. Industrial Knowledge Tome 2s, that is also a research item. Everything else here, polished stones, it's because of the refined stone bricks, which is trying to fix itself up. So if we look here, no, actually, what's going on here? Is that because of jewelry stores? No, it's not that. So, oh, is it because we only have 2? Oh, because we don't have these turned on. Okay, let's turn those on. And then that should kind of... I wonder why that's still not fixing that. Why are we... Oh, that's jewelry stores. That's not what I want. So I turned those on, and I didn't want to. So then the question becomes, well, now I know what happens. It completely throttles demand all the way up, is what it looks like if you turn those on. So that answers that question. So again, why here? Oh, because we don't have enough jewelers. So what are the jewelers doing? Oh, we just don't have enough. Okay, so let's get some more of these built. So let's build 5 more jewelers, and then that will turn around and start making more of the things that we don't have enough of. So again, gold rings, gold crowns, can't do anything about that because we're out of gold ingots. So those are just going to end up being low, and there's nothing we can do. And that's fine. Because again, we're over 500,000 a second here. We're going to be 15 minutes out from having that completed. And we'll probably end up pushing through on that 15 minutes here. Because, yeah, we could theoretically research the gem mine, but in order to do that, we need the Industrial Knowledge Tome 2, which in order to do that, what do we need at this point for that to happen? We need the steam pipe. So once the steam pipe is done, then we could theoretically research the Industrial Knowledge Tome 2. How much longer do we have with the steam pipes? 30 seconds. And then if I remember right, Industrial Knowledge Tome 2 took quite a bit of time to research, and that's why I'm not all that worried about it. I could theoretically in the other places be doing some of the major research, just because at some point we are going to have to go back to Champaign, and we are going to have to go back to Hannibal, and we are going to have to go back to Allerton. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on getting to the next available biome as quickly as we can. So here we go. Now we got steam pipes. So now we can research Industrial Knowledge Tome 2s. There they are. That would take 2 hours plus, so it would take 30 minutes with 4 researchers. But now we would need to start making steam pipes, which we can because we got plenty of production capacity there. capacity. I think that's what I said. And now we can start selling them. And so I'm actually, so let's try this. Let's turn this on. Let's see what happens. What does it do? It tries to fill it entirely. Okay. That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't sure. And I don't know if I like that. That might not be the effect that we want. So if you turn it on, it it tries to maximize the amount that it can sell. So okay, and that makes sense. I guess as long as you're continuing to make enough, then it's no big deal. I guess it would balance it based on how much you're making. So okay, I guess that's fine. Maybe I'll have to try that when we get into the next one, just to see how that all kind of works. So now I'm going to have one thing in one store that's turned on, and I'm going to wonder later on, it's, Rusty, why did you do that? Why is this one turned on and none others are? And I'll obviously forget as to why I did that. But let's see. All right, so we got steam pipes. So now we can start researching the industrial knowledge tome 2, which will take more time than we're going to be here. So again, we're not going to worry about that. That's going to take 31 minutes. We're not going to be here for 31 minutes. So we're down to 12 minutes to get this done. And it's kind of bouncing 12, 13 minutes to get this all squared away. We've run ourselves out of silver and gold ore deposits. We kind of do that everywhere. It's going to be nice to be at a place where we don't have the negatives on mines like we do. I mean, we've had negatives on quarries and mines in both Hannibal and Allerton. I can only hope that in the mountains, we're not going to have that as an issue, because you would think that in the mountains, mines would be plentiful up there. But you never know. I guess we'll find out when we get there. I've never been there. Full disclosure, I've never been this far. This is as far as I've been in the game. So everything that happens now is a new discovery for me. So let's see. We've got that going. And again, if I was going to be spending more time here in Allerton, I'd probably be working on more of these researches. But given the fact that we're just going to be blitzing out of here and going on to the mountain biome, I don't really have much of a need at this point to do anything with research. So I'm kind of looking now, and let's see, is there anything left? I mean, we're at 94% here. I think we've kind of turned all of these on. Let's be funny, and let's find a store where we have a bunch of excess capacity. And so the hardware stores. So let's go here, and just for fun, I'm going to do this. And we're going to see how crazy this gets. Okay. It doesn't look like it did anything, but we've maxed out our hardware stores. So if we get more market capacity for 820,000, now let's see what it does. Okay. So it's throttled all the demand, and it can't do anything more with gold ingots because we can't. So, okay. All right. I mean, I guess that's not bad. The nice thing is that we don't have to ever worry about them if we do that. So, all right, so now I can turn off steam pipes because we've got it on at that big level. So let's see. Can we do that at other places here? Well, the thing is we just don't have enough of them in order to do that. We'd have to build a whole bunch more. Yeah. So we'd have to build a bunch more of each of these in order to get there. So yeah, we won't worry too much about that. I can build a few more apothecaries. Oh, look, a chicken. Ooh, shiny. Because that'll get us, we can't even afford whatever the upgrade is there. Yeah, because it's all blue market. It's all blue coins. But we can turn this on here, because why not? It doesn't hurt. We're in a position where it didn't hurt us in terms of we're making more of each of those products than we're selling. So I think we're fine. So yeah, let's see. We're now at 9 minutes. I don't think that there's anything else that we need to do here. So I think at this point, I'm now going to pull the trigger, and I'm going to bump us ahead a whopping 9 minutes. So here we go, 9 minutes. So we're going to get to 551, and we're going to turn this off. There we go. We've now reached level 20 in Allerton. And that's going to give us, once again, a bunch more quest coins, which is what we want, because then I think we can even turn up our town XP even quicker. We're just going to be going lightning speed through all these biomes, folks. And then we're going to have to take a look and see what all we need to do after that. Okay, new biome unlocked. We have unlocked the mountains. There we go. We've now made it into our fourth biome in episode number 15, I think we're on. I can't remember. Why is memory so fleeting? 15 more quest coins, and we now have the mountains. There we go. So if we look in the mountains, this is what we're going to have. 25% less land. That's never been an issue. Unique resource, the carrot plant. Quarries are going to be 400% more effective. Mines 100% more effective. Machine shops 100% more productive. We're going to have a new unique resource of topaz ore. Foresters are going to be 50% less effective, and hardware stores are going to have 25% more demand. And we're going to have a new building called the observatory. So there we go. So now immediately I'm going to put yet another level into town XP boost. So we're going to be at 1600%. And yeah, I should probably be putting stuff into other ones. I know that. But again, at this point, this is still like maybe mid-game. So we're not into anything end game here where we need to really be worrying about balancing things. We can just chuck it all in there and just blitz into our new biome and get it up and running. So we are going to create this one. We're going to give this one the name of Gatlinburg, because that's one of my favorite mountain areas. So we're going to create this. So now we have a new natural resource, the carrot plant. And so now if we look, everything that we do here, it's very hard to see, but everything that we sell that would normally give us 1 experience point is now going to give us 17. So every piece of wood that we harvest is 17 points. Everything that we do is now 17 points of experience at the bare bones minimum. So I'm going to just go here because I want to see how quickly we can get a few levels here. So we're going to just start doing a few of these just for fun. So let's turn on wood. We're going to get a few harvester huts going. And we're going to get couple more houses going so we get more workers. So this is just doing the absolute bare bones minimum. And we're going to get our wood sold. And so just bare bones minimum, we're making 159 experience per second. So we're going to get like 5 levels in no time here. I mean, just sitting here, we're getting up to level 3 or level 2. Just kind of looking at this. So that's pretty humorous. And all we've turned on is wood. And we've already gotten 2 levels that quickly. And then once we get to level 10, looks like once we get up to level 10 in the mountains, that's when we get our topaz ore. And then, yeah, so then we have a one for getting up to level 25 in the mountains. So there are some actual other perks for getting up in levels, because that does give you daily reward boosters, which does give you more quest coins. So I guess there is a reason to keep doing that as well, because that way you just get more and more quest coins if you do get those levels in the other places as well. But that hasn't been a big thing. Oh, look, level 3 already. So we'll turn on a couple more things here. We'll see how quickly we can get to level 5. That shouldn't take that long. So let's turn on stone. So let's build a few more harvester huts. And then we will, okay, so let's get some harvesting speed, some cultivation speed, some prospecting speed. We'll get some crafting speed. We'll get some construction speed. So just some of the basics. And we are going to turn on stone. So it's going to try and fill us up on wood. So now we're going to go to stone. And we're going to get stone running. And then as quickly as we get stone running, we're going to get stone sold. And I'm going to actually try, so I'm going to try this here now. So we're going to try, so I'm going to build 5 general stores. And I'm going to try turning this on here in Gatlinburg. And we're going to see what this does. So now we're theoretically never going to have to worry about changing these again. So now it's Yeah, because we ran ourselves out of wood. So yeah, it automatically keeps changing that. That's nice. All right, so I'm going to just keep turning these on. So yeah, so now it's yeah, because we're trying to do it at the maximum amount, but we're not making nearly that much. But we're still overfilling demand. I'm good with that. So level 4, and we're going to be at level 5 here in a matter of 30 seconds. So yeah, levels are going to come fast and furious as we get into Gatlinburg. So I'm just going to let this get to level 5, and I think that that will probably do it. We've made it all the way to level 5 in the mountains. We are into our 4th biome, and we'll hopefully be able to get through that one pretty quick. And the big thing that we have to look forward to here, we do have carrots already. So we have carrot plants already, and we will have topaz ore once we get to level 10. So we'll have a new ore that we can mine here. So there we go. Level 5 has been achieved. That gives us a few more quest coins. We got some purple diamonds to work with next time, and we got all of our yellow coins here. But that is going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate all your support. If you like this video, I'd really love it if you consider giving it a like. If you like this channel, I'd love it even more if you consider giving it a subscribe. Obviously, those are completely optional, but they definitely always help, and I will always appreciate them very much. But again, that's going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching again. I am Rusty Champagne. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you later.